Yeah.
I was literally thinking what was happening to Kaz. Like, I don't know what I would do in that scenario.
You're like, I'd kiss her. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Membriash.
Welcome.
We're watching the 8th episode of Perfect Match 2. And actually, I just want to say, we usually watch these like day by day, and then we're often a little ahead of people in the comment section. So anything that's commented on 7, 8, or 9, we haven't seen by the time this all comes out. Because we're going to watch 8, and then we're going to immediately watch 9. We're still putting them out one day at a time. Yeah, and there's spoilers everywhere.
They're everywhere. They're so hard. It's like bombs. I can't even go on my Instagram.
This is like the spicy end of the season, I think.
Yeah.
So, and it sounds like it's a little spicy. So we got to get in here before the clips and spoilers are everywhere.
What do I have to say?
Thank you for being here. Like before we get going, and subscribe if you want to continue watching reality TV shows with us.
Oh, also tell us The Mole 2 is coming out. Are you watching that?
Are you interested?
Should we watch that?
I don't know.
Should we watch it together?
We don't know what to do after
fence.
the Love is Blind Brazil.
Yeah, we have Love is Blind Brazil coming up, which we are going to do. We're committed to that one. But then it's really like, I don't know, like, should we do the mole?
Should we?
Should we?
If we just keep asking it, will that give clarity?
And they'll give them more time to respond.
Okay. They can pause the video.
You can
pause the video.
Watch Perfect Match episode 8?
Can we go?
Yes.
Let's do it.
I don't know why they bother, like, pretending to bring people in the house when they're just gonna bring them all at the end.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, but it's an opportunity to see who has a claim to the house. That's what it's about. Who's connected to the house right now?
What do you mean?
Well, you only get in the house if you pair with somebody that's in the house.
Yeah.
So that's the way it changes. Because it would have been one of them coming back to try and get back in. Like,
So-
Dominique is trying to get back in.
So how is this gonna work? Like, they pick now, or like everybody? I think everybody goes back to the house.
Everyone goes back to the house.
Does a mixer, and then you only get to stay the night if like somebody matches with you.
Yeah.
The men tend to be not quite themselves when the girls they're with aren't around.
I mean, that's been the complaint of Kaz, right?
Yeah.
Is that he's not himself when he's around Micah.
Yeah. That's actually interesting to see how he plays it.
I wonder if they've had any behind the scenes conversation where she's been like, if we stay together, we're going to win. Because it just feels weird that they've remained together, whereas some of the other people have like switched it up.
I hear you. It seems like a strategy thing.
6'1" goddess with long legs that go on for days. You last seen me on Too Hot to Handle. I had some special tricks with the banana. If you know, you know.
6'1" goddess. That is tall. She's tall as me without heels.
Whoa. That is a trick. Holy crap.
Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Virginia, Wisconsin.
She knows all the states, honestly. Basic geography.
Better than
Check.
Kaz.
Well, he was doing foreign geography is different, though.
That's true.
Because I'm about to take your man.
Ready, go.
I don't know her, but, you know.
She seems nice.
She seems interesting.
I like her.
Yeah.
She's confident.
Yeah.
Also, at this point, they have to take somebody's man, so it doesn't feel as rude because it's like, you have to. There's no choice for you to match with somebody else.
It's literally why they're on the show.
Yeah.
At this point.
What's with the goggles? I can't take this serious.
He's still wearing them?
For some reason, it feels like the girls are excited that the other girls aren't here.
For some reason?
So they can try and make us do silly things.
What? He is...
He's incoherent.
I'm not really trying to talk to any of the girls. Sorry.
As he does a body shot off of Melinda.
Compulsive liar.
I know that out of all the girls here, I do not want any single one of them.
Sure, bro. Sure.
Two-faced.
I don't believe him one bit.
Yeah.
He is so two-faced. I think the worst part is that he thinks he's getting away with it.
Yeah. Does he even really, though? He knows he's a villain. He knows it's his entire career.
He has this weird, like, backhanded nice guy thing where he says the bad thing about himself before someone else can say it. And he'll, like, he makes little jokes and laughs and, like, does his little cutesy baby voice and stuff. And then I bet you that gets him out of a lot of stuff.
I bet it has historically. Until he's screwed somebody over enough times that they drop him. But it takes a couple of goes probably each time.
What if people call it weaponized incompetence? I feel like that's Harry to a T. Is like he pretends to be stupid. He pretends that everything is like innocent and like it's not.
And at the end of the day, he just doesn't care about other people.
Yeah.
When he acts like it's stupidity, it's just that he only gives a shit about himself.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
The ladies are doing the exact same thing.
Oh my God. Are there things going on this girls' day?
I don't know why Justin was even care. He and Elise like
I know,
barely have a
right?
connection.
And he gave us about as much energy as I ever expect from him, which is none.
Do you know what though? At this point, if they break up and pick someone new, there's no way you're winning.
Yeah, and you're not getting back in either.
It's like the temptation of like who's gonna around and then mess up their own game.
But the Dom and Georgia thing happened really late game in the first season.
It was late.
So I gotta throw that out there.
But everyone just liked both of them.
I think that's what it was, maybe.
Why are there so many cups?
Oh, God.
2 of those men are wearing bright orange trunks.
And also, 2 of those men might be the same 2 men, should not be on the show at all. And I'm pissed that they even are.
I feel like half of these men actually are garbage on the show.
Yeah.
Brighton's garbage on the show because he's a jerk. Dom is garbage on the show because he doesn't want to be there.
Yeah.
So why is he there? And
is he's also just a complete piece of trash.
He who shall not be named.
Difference between and Brighton, though, is they knew about Brighton and they cast him anyway.
I think of myself as like a big teddy bear, but my ex would describe me as a piece of shit.
And the girlfriend that you had at the same time.
Oh, they're showing this. So they didn't know this while filming, but they're including it now.
Yeah, they did like some re-edit situation.
I felt like shit after that, but I feel like it was a good learning experience.
But that happened after what? They're pretending that this is filmed. The timing on that is different, unless they brought him back to do another.
I'm confused.
I feel like the timing isn't matching up on this.
I feel like it's not either.
Yes, but we're on to better days.
Exactly.
Yes, on to better days.
I feel like they brought him back to do I feel like this is after.
Or they're pretending, or he's just talking about being dumped on the show, and then they're including the footage to make it seem like he's talking about the fact that he got outed at that point.
Maybe.
Or they brought him back in, but why would they bring him back in to re-talk? I feel like they're acting like he got dumped by what's her face.
That's true.
I feel like that's what they're doing.
Okay.
But this doesn't feel right.
This
weird. Doesn't feel right.
Because they didn't know at this point.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, this was
months
filmed
after.
a long time ago. This isn't.
It's just Netflix trying to save face.
You can't trust them, then baby, it's time to go shopping.
Yes. Why is Tolu right about literally everything on this show?
It's time to go shopping.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Because she is. If you're standing there saying you can't trust the person that you're with, then maybe you're not
doing?
with the right person.
It kind of ended in a little bit of an argument. We was kind of talking about...
Kaz surrounded by women.
I know. Look at that, 3 of them.
Uh-huh.
I mean, the real question is, do you feel like you found your perfect match?
Christine has a good question. Great question, Christine.
The answer is clearly no. He and Micah are not a perfect match.
No.
I'm an alpha.
You're alpha. I love alpha man.
Oh, come on.
There's no such thing as an alpha wolf.
That's annoying. Also, alpha implies that you believe in beta.
Yeah.
And then you're like somebody who's by default calling people beta, basically. It's just annoying.
I don't think I went off about it, but there's also a study about macaques where the alphas were like shooting blanks and the betas had all the babies, even though the alphas technically were the ones in charge. Like none of that, even in like apes, doesn't even apply.
It doesn't matter.
It's
annoying.
Fake science.
I've been going to therapy for like a year. I've gone and done retreats.
He's weaponizing it. He at this point, right? Because he's changing nothing and he's just saying, I'm going to therapy. Done retreats. What does that even mean? Spa for rich people?
I don't know
it
what
means
that means.
spa.
Vamonos. I'm like a strong little koala.
Yeah, that's a tight grip on his leg.
Look at him carrying her. That's a lot of physical contact.
No.
If I was in a relationship, I wouldn't be super happy with that.
You shouldn't be. That's crazy.
Like, it's not cheating, but it's also not it's not okay.
The only time it's kind of okay to carry another woman while you're in a relationship is if their life is in danger or they're in danger of some sort, right?
Or I would say, like that to me, if they had an established friend relationship, or like let's say Jess,
not like that though.
No, but
Legs
let's say
crossed?
like Jess is friends with Melinda,
yeah,
and like Harry's also friends with her. I feel like it could be
piggyback,
okay.
Piggyback or something.
Not around
like
the
that.
front. Not around
like
the front.
That.
Okay.
Not like right.
I guess. I don't know. I'm not small enough to jump on people like that.
Apparently, I can carry people like that, and you're not gonna be mad at me.
No. Okay. Okay, I'd be mad. All right, there's no scenario. Okay, I'd be upset.
Piggyback wouldn't be as bad though. Right?
I don't want you piggybacking people either.
But what if it was like a necessity?
What does that mean? Someone broke something?
The floor is lava. Yeah, maybe.
I'll piggyback them.
Injured.
Am I there?
Well, you're not there in this situation.
I'll carry them.
As I see.
Yeah.
Who is he talking to?
Just whoever walks in the door.
All right, you stressed me out sufficiently.
There's some cracks in that relationship, in that match right there. So I'm gonna see if I can tap into that crack a little bit and see if I can open it up.
I really cannot contain my dislike of this man. Nothing I hear about him afterwards is making it better for me either.
I can't.
It just gets worse.
He's so entertained by himself. He's a guy that's staring in the mirror all day. You said that you joked about Jessica.
Absolutely.
This guy spends all day practicing his face.
It was
for
a
the way he's gonna
joke
come off.
for me with Jess. It wouldn't be a joke with him.
Yeah. I mean, Jess looks in the mirror a lot because she has to do herself up.
Yeah,
He stares in the mirror because he loves himself more than life.
Definitely see Elise being another option. I always thought she was gorgeous. I always thought that she could have been my match.
I feel like the orange shorts are like the red shirts in Star Trek. Like they're extras that need to just get eliminated. Right?
Are they even showing? They're literally not even giving Dom any airtime. Can you imagine how cranky he is for them to just like cut him out like this?
And there's virtually nobody to follow in this.
Yeah.
All the men that are joining the women right now are problematic.
Yeah.
I'm doing well.
Well, there we are. He makes a banging cup of coffee in the morning.
Well, is that really gonna get you far in life, is a banging cup of coffee?
I mean,
Yeah, absolutely. You make me coffee every morning and it gets you
Still
pretty
married.
far. Yeah,
Still married.
honestly.
Those big points. Morning points.
Huge
Getting you
points.
up well. Yeah.
You talk about feeling taken care of. You get like
Yeah.
a hot cup of coffee when you're ready to work every morning. Like you feel taken care of.
Yeah.
Just
Oh, it's on
saying.
your desk.
Yeah.
Get up at your own time.
Sometimes you'll even be like, where would you like your coffee?
I do. Yeah.
So nice.
Coffee service.
That was really nice.
Yeah.
you know, obviously I find you very good looking.
If y'all's connection is strong, y'all's connection is strong. But I know it's boring.
It is.
It is boring. He's
I
not
hate
wrong.
to agree.
Yeah.
Brighton is brightening.
Brightening. Well, some of these the confessionals are filmed well after as well, or is it within the same time frame?
I don't
That's
know.
my question. Because they're always like done up the same usually. So they're narrating.
I almost feel like they're being shown clips and then asked about them.
Yeah.
Like separately. Because they do film that all in one go.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's after.
Closer to when they release, maybe.
With like a hindsight. Which honestly makes it less acceptable that Harry is consistently shirtless when he's talking to production. And would make more sense why he was weaponizing his therapy, because he would know about his own bad behavior at this point.
Cass. Make out with her. Cass. Kiss her, Christine.
Harry wants other people to make out so that he has permission, saying he's not the only one, hands down.
She's leading in.
I wouldn't be able to handle that. I would have folded. I could have been married with 2 kids. I would have folded.
I could be married with 2 kids, Harry says. That therapy's...
It's not working.
He needs a refund.
You know what it's working for, which is a shame. It is working to his advantage to be able to manipulate people with it.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's like, I'm doing the work. And then he says crap like that, and you know that's the
toxic,
reality.
Up.
He's using it to...
I hate him so much.
He's using it to, like, get out of situations and get away with bad behavior.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but Kaz and Micah is not the same thing as Harry telling Jess he loves her and that they're gonna get married.
I know. That's literally what he was just saying.
Micah and freaking Kaz are they're not in a relationship.
And yet Cass has more respect for Micah than Harry has for anyone but himself. Well, Harry doesn't even respect himself.
Oh my gosh, what's her name? Christine? Kaz is into her.
Yeah. He's having a hard time.
Hell, if I done that and I go back and tell Michael, oh yeah, I kissed someone.
It really would be crappy for him to do that. He should break it off with Micah first if
Yeah.
that's what he wants to do.
Are you turned on? Let me push it.
I mean, she's doing a good job doing what she's doing.
Yeah, she's doing a really good job. Do you know what's weird is
Yeah.
the one girl, Holly, is always trying to come on to people and it
feels
doesn't
weird
really
to
work.
me.
Yeah, it does feel weird. And then Christine is actually doing
She
it.
was like, woo. Yeah.
I was literally thinking what was happening to Kaz. Like, I don't know what I would do in that scenario.
You're like, I'd kiss her.
But you know what? I need to stay focused, enjoy my day with the girls, maybe have a few conversations, and not worry about what Kaz is doing.
I mean, it doesn't matter what happens. They're never voting for you, Micah.
No.
Izzy, weirdly one of the best men on the show.
Yeah.
And she's talking to Izzy finally?
Well, they're just chatting on the beach.
Yeah,
I don't
but
think it's anything.
I also feel like it's an indication of how bad the men are. That she's even giving him time. Because he was getting weird.
That's
Hopefully
true.
he scaled it back at this point. We'll see.
He came off strange on this.
He came off like a fanboy, and he even said that. It was so weird.
It was weird.
So I want to tell you this. I am so sorry for the first night I met you.
Thank you,
There we
Izzy.
go.
Thank you for the apology. From all of us. You put us all through hell, Izzy. It was so weird.
You were saying something to me, and I was like, oh.
Oh, God.
Yeah, thank you, Izzy, for apologizing.
It is weird when you know someone better because
Yeah.
you follow their like social media and they're
Yes.
active on social media and they don't know you at all. It can be weird.
Yeah.
I think.
That's why I feel uncomfortable messaging anybody, and I think it's like people say stuff like that. It's actually usually when they message, they're like, "Hey, I know I don't know you like that, but like here's a little thing that I think you like," and I think that's really nice, just that people message us at all. But like they're often like aware that like there's that difference. Like they know a lot more about us. You all know a lot more about us than we know about you.
Do you know what's weird though is I've been in other scenarios where that's like kind of true. You know, like maybe you're like I've like taught classes and stuff before, so
Yeah,
like technically the
that's
people I'm
true.
teaching know me better than I know them, and like it
still feel
never
close,
has
though.
weirded me
Yeah.
out. But I've been weird in the other direction.
Yes,
you know
I get
what
it from that
I mean?
direction.
Like I've weirded out other people before.
It also depends though, because he's trying to hook up with somebody.
That's true.
So like it's different.
Yeah.
You did have somebody hit on you when you were a teacher, right?
Yeah.
When you were a professor.
Yeah, that was weird.
You want to tell the people? They're gonna be curious.
I had like office hours and he like came into the office hours and I was like, okay, we'll do some practice, whatever.
I'm getting embarrassed. You just retelling
This
this.
is really uncomfortable. And he like said something to me that was basically like, if I get any of the answers wrong, you can yell at me or like you can be really mean to me. And I was like, I will not be doing that.
The only way you can respond to that is with calm, just rejection.
I just
basically.
literally looked at him and I was like, no, I will not be doing that. And he never came back to office hours. Harry did what with who? Let's take a break.
I also am interested in Xanthi. You know, I do find her very attractive.
Don't play us, Chris.
It's hard for me to 100% trust everyone's word.
Xanthi.
She sees it.
She does these weird voices and stuff. They're,
I like
they're
her.
kind of funny. Yeah.
She is funny.
What?
I don't know if that.
Oh my god, dude.
He is really. They are very touchy feely right
I know.
now.
He's carrying her around constantly.
It's a lot.
He went and kissed Melinda. Sorry.
Holly saw it.
Did we see it off camera? Was it on camera or is that off camera?
I don't think so.
I think it's just, they might have video of it and they're just not going to show it. Because they're going to let Harry run away while he's hanging out with Melinda on this show. Really? I don't believe it.
Why would they not show it if they had it?
To cause controversy and make you ask questions rather than just like confirm it right away.
Because he's denying it.
Maybe that too. So make her look like a liar.
He's saying she's making shit up.
I don't buy that.
Why would he do that? Why would she do that?
This show's, I think, doing us a huge disservice by not showing it. That was like the thing with the oranges on that one season, where
The
the
cuties?
cuties. They showed the cuties after the reunion. They had the footage the whole time,
Yeah, that's
and then
true.
after the reunion, when it became an issue, they
Maybe
finally
do
showed
they
it.
do a reunion for this? Maybe they'll
Probably.
show it like.
Harry cannot be trusted, and we all know this. So the messiness has gotten messier.
That is messy, though. That's kind of beyond messy.
Did you see it? Did you see it? No one saw it.
I mean, Harry.
No one saw it, he says. What a piece of shit.
So did he find a place where the camera people weren't for a second on purpose? Because he's a snake?
I plead the fifth.
Oh, wow. Everyone knows who he is.
We do. What are you talking about?
Why is your mouth full? What is it full
It
with?
was full of my lip gloss.
What incentive does she have to lie about that? None. That's ridiculous. He is clearly the liar.
He's a lying sack of shit.
I don't like that.
People are always going to make up stuff about you to try and ruin what you have.
Are you kidding me? I do not think she's doing that.
No. He
I
carried
don't
her
think for a
around
minute.
multiple times in front of us.
I don't think she's lying. I don't think she would.
No. I think she knows it might be good for her business because she's attached to a big name on like dating shows, but
Harry's his best friends, and I think they are both very misunderstood.
very misunderstood. She
Oh,
would.
Jess.
She would.
Oh.
And I guess if Harry's into her, Dom would be too, right?
That's true.
My dad left when I was 2, came back when I was 10. Saw my mom crying when I was at home when he came to apologize, and I said, I don't want to see you ever again.
Ooh, that sucks.
That's intense.
Obviously, my daughter's dad and I didn't work out, so I've been doing, I don't want to say the single mom thing. That sounds like so sad.
It doesn't have to be. Sometimes being with a bad partner is a lot worse than being single. We talked about this in the car today.
That's just tough. She was really young when she had her kid.
Sure.
So then, like, that's been part of her identity.
Yeah.
Like, since she was really still a kid.
Yeah. I was saying this while we were driving around, too. I think Dom does have good morals in certain areas.
Yeah.
And I just don't think when it comes to dating that he shows his best self.
Yeah.
And he is problematic in some ways.
I think he just didn't want to be on this show. And I know there are issues outside of this show as well, but I think, like,
the way he's treating black women.
Poor attitude on this show in general, like, towards everyone, because he was
apparently pretty awful.
Pretty awful, yeah. I feel like he just didn't want to be here.
Yeah.
Like I said, this stays in between me and you, so if you bring it up to him, I'll know. That's the only reason I'm telling you.
Brighton.
If
you bring it up to him, I'll know.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Whatever, dude.
I'm so scared, Brighton.
Right.
But after what we just talked about...
Are you going to be more intolerant about marginalized groups, Brighton? Unlikely.
More homophobic, Brighton?
Yeah.
Allegedly. I believe Dominique, personally.
Yeah, I believe her.
Good, we can make it happen tomorrow.
I feel like a lot has definitely changed. I don't want to be blindly loyal.
Brayton just wants to be in that house. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
He just wants airtime. He doesn't care if it's with Micah or Elise or anyone. Anyone that'll give him the time of day, he's going to go for that.
Yeah. I feel like Izzy kind of redeemed himself a little bit on this episode.
I liked his apology.
Yeah.
For coming off creepy.
Yeah, and he didn't do anything else creepy there, too.
A lot did go down. I do expect to hear some backlash.
He didn't do anything, right?
I don't think so, no.
Wait, so what did you guys do?
It depends on what you guys did. Yeah.
There's some kind of like telepathy going on here, and I'm like, I'm looking like the idiot in the room.
I mean, you don't pair up with Harry and then come out of it not looking like an idiot.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna look stupid. You paired with the biggest boy in the house.
Yeah.
He's changed none. He's the same person
And
he's
shown
always
it
been.
over and over again.
Right. And he's drunk all day, every
Yeah.
day. And you think that that's gonna work out good?
Yeah.
No.
Why are you not downstairs with everyone?
I didn't feel good.
Because he's pissed drunk, probably puked.
Mm-hmm.
All them want to look up to someone and have a good like man figure in their life.
He's messed up. They gotta have a drink limit for these people, because like, holy I just feel like it's so irresponsible. I mean, Harry's gonna find a way to up his life either way, but like,
I know.
Like, if I was there, would you have been acting the same way? Would you have been having the same conversations that you had?
The only reason he has any publicity though is because of
he's
this.
a drunken
like, this
asshole.
is what he does.
Yeah. This is his brand.
So it's kind of hard because he
Yeah.
would do this regardless. Like, there are people here that are not as trashed as him every single time.
He's a big guy. He has to drink a lot to get that wasted.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna be mature about it.
I want to feel bad for her, and I do feel bad for her, but then at the same time, like, you know all those
Yeah.
red flags. Like, you didn't listen to any of them.
I'm upset about hurting you, that's all.
So you already know that you've hurt me.
I'm upset about hurting you. He's upset that he's going to have to be held in any way accountable for anything
Yeah.
that he did is what he's upset about. He's not upset that he hurt her.
Or he would have just been sitting in bed waiting for her to come to him,
Absolutely.
pouting. It was all about him still.
That's the problem when you have apologies that aren't for the person you're apologizing
Yeah.
to. Like, what are you apologizing for? Is it for yourself or is it for the other person?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I was crying, Jess. I was freaking the
you know what? You know who feels bad for you? No one. You
For himself. Pity party again.
I'm not asking you to feel bad for me. I was worried about what the you were doing today.
Oh, now he turns it on her. Okay. Yep. I feel like there's no way he's going to pull this over on Jessica. She's so much quicker than he is.
It's the weaponized incompetence thing
Yeah.
again. I feel like he's going to get back in with her
think
because
so?
he's going to pretend that he's stupid. And he's not.
Melinda was trying to set me up in a situation.
Blame Melinda.
Melinda's trying to set you up.
Every woman in there was trying to get back in the house. Some harder than others. Don't put it on Melinda. That's her
Right.
job. That's her
messed
job.
up, dude.
Yeah. That's bull.
He was a consenting participant in what went on with Melinda.
Like, I'm wondering if it happened exactly that way, because
Yeah, it is worse because he kissed her and he's gonna lie about it.
I'm getting mad. I'm getting like,
That's exactly what's happening. She's spot on.
Yeah.
But yet she keeps trusting him.
And no matter what way I explain it, I still put my hands on a girl, which I think was overstepping the line.
That's all he's telling her. He's not telling her that they kissed, or even, and I believe that they did kiss, especially now, because he's also not coming to her and saying, I just had a really weird experience because Melinda kept saying that we kissed, and I swear that didn't happen.
Yeah.
And he's not coming to her and saying that. And
Yeah,
I believe he would if that was the
if
actual
that's what
truth.
happened, he would be like, this is weird. This is
so
weird.
I never expected
Yeah.
this. Like, I'm feeling really strange right now.
Because he's hoping it doesn't come up at this point.
Yeah, he's hoping
a
that
bullshitter.
none of
He's
the
so
guys
guilty.
rat him out.
So guilty, dude.
I'm not gonna just be straight up, like, inhumane about this.
You're not being inhumane by holding somebody accountable. You don't need to protect somebody's feelings that isn't protecting yours.
Do you know what's hard though is when you're compassionate towards people like Harry manipulate that.
We've learned that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you have empathy, you can only have empathy for people that have empathy for other people.
Yeah.
If you're putting your empathy into someone that is only interested in themselves and protecting themselves,
That's getting absorbed.
you're gonna get hurt.
Nothing's coming back.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And this is a perfect example.
Absolutely. He's
Jess
taking
isn't
advantage
perfect,
of her.
but like, holy she needs to get out of that.
She doesn't
Holy
deserve
crap.
this.
She's in the normal range for me. I'm not going to stand her, but I don't hate her at all. And like, she's getting played by that idiot.
And saying about you want to kiss me and all of this sort, and I was like, I'm not going to kiss you.
And here, Kaz is being honest. Christine was leaning in hard, and this way, if Christine comes in, Micah doesn't have anything weird come her way.
What are you thinking about? I see the cogs turning in your head.
Her cogs turn.
I like too though that Kaz just told her what happened.
Yeah.
And then he's not yet playing the like pity me
Yeah.
kind of card. And that's immediately where Harry went.
Yes.
It's like poor me. And
Yeah.
Kaz isn't going there. So even if you don't appreciate his actions, which is fair, he's being honest about it.
Yeah, so far.
I'm having to dig. I'm giving you the information. I'm having to ask you all these questions. It almost makes me feel like you're hiding things from me.
I feel like he is now kind of
He's kind of turning it on her.
turning it on her, and I don't
a little
appreciate
bit,
that.
a little bit. He is. It is true that he shared it, but now he's getting mad that you shouldn't offer a gift expecting a gift back in return.
Yeah.
Right? And him being honest was a gift.
And also, the interaction between Kaz and Christine was way more intense and more worthy of like talking about than the interaction between Brighton and Micah, which was essentially
Nothing
just
happened
Brighton
for
being
Micah.
like, "Oh, I don't know about kids." You know?
This is actually kind of the story of their relationship. Micah has some potentially fuzzy gray area stuff. And Kaz does too, but Kaz is always in a more extreme swing. His is always more inappropriate.
And then I hate that he's like putting it back on her, like, how can I trust you?
Yeah.
Like, that's some garbage. Like, I don't think that's fair at all.
We haven't
She
seen
didn't
her
do anything.
really like bad eyes at
No.
anybody that hard yet.
No.
It's really just been him ever since the beginning.
I don't wanna please people anymore.
I don't feel like Kaz likes being tied down with Micah either.
Yeah, I
even
agree.
if it meant that they could win the show, he doesn't seem happy in that at all.
Yeah, it's they're racing to the ground at this point. There's no way they can win, and it's not honestly a very good situation at this point.
I'm definitely intrigued to find out what exactly went down in the boys' day, because I think the boys were a lot naughtier than us.
Of course the boys were naughtier. Naughtier.
Naughty. She can say naughty. That's fine with me. Harry can't say it.
Yeah.
He's lost
She has
his...
the accent. She can say it all day long.
He has an accent too.
Wait, who?
Harry? He's lost his naughty privileges.
He's lost his naughty privileges. I forgot. Yeah, but Australian. I feel like if you're gonna say naughty, it's got to be in a British accent. Australian doesn't do
We
it.
couldn't even tell the difference. We thought Harry was British.
We had somebody from Tasmania say that they do not claim him. I'm not sure if he's actually from Tasmania or if that person was, and they're just like generalizing Australia. But I don't think they're happy with Harry right now.
Is anyone?
Yeah, that's true.
Here they come.
Boo. I like Nigel though.
I like Nigel. I like Izzy.
Yeah, Nigel and Izzy. Nigel showed up pretty well.
Yeah.
I am so excited to be back. I know that I have two options available for me. Their insecurities are through the roof.
Oh my God, this guy! I want to puke. I have two choices. They're insecure. And that's the only way he knows he's gonna get somebody, because he's a piece of. Oh my God, dude! How do you say you're a predator without saying you're a predator?
I couldn't hate him more. To be honest,
I know.
Like, there's nothing.
I
that
might
could
hate
make
him
me
more
hate
than
him more.
anybody.
On the
He's
show,
only one that I
hate
more.
Brighton more than. I do.
Yeah, I hear you.
I do. It's like a
I'm
funny
just gonna
little
go with
joke
same
that
for me.
is like he who shall not be named, but realistically, I hate Brighton more than I hate
Yeah,
him, which
yeah.
is hard.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
hard to do.
This is about to get...
Cass just knows he's in for it. Cass is like, oh God.
Oh my God. His energy. Yeah, he's just like, pour myself a big one.
I'm in trouble.
He
no
is
one knows
in
what
trouble.
they're going to say.
And Holly is still pretty into him too.
And
I felt like his connection with Holly was weird.
Yeah.
I don't think they actually had like a good rapport.
It's Nikki!
Hey, Nikki! My people, how are you? How's everybody doing?
They call him Nikki. This is multiple times I've heard them call him Nikki.
Nikki Shay Shay.
Nikki Shay Shay. I think it's a nice rebranding. He's like Uncle Nicky. The weird uncle that's always showing up giving people booze.
Little Nicky, remember?
Yeah.
Adam Sandler?
Yeah, except not.
Just pop a little Nicky poster up.
I won't. Little Nicky, because he's a 5'9" king. It's not a short king, it's actually an average king.
Average king.
Average king! Nobody ever talks about the average kings. What? What? Right?
Really, nobody can be offended if I step on their toes, if your man so happens to be better for me.
They can be offended, but it is the game. And
Yeah.
I don't think, as a viewer, I won't be offended.
Yeah.
By her.
I won't.
Any of the singles trying to get in.
She also has like, as long as she's not overtly rude to Micah,
Yeah.
like, she's not friends with Micah.
She doesn't
like,
really
they
owe her anything.
haven't even been in the house
Yeah.
together. Like, they don't know each other.
You know what? I might be that person to break them up.
Let the game good game.
Melinda knows her job here.
Yeah, but she's forgetting that Harry was denying they kissed yesterday.
I know. I don't think she cares.
I love you.
I love you.
This is a mess right here. What do you say?
They're saying, I love you.
I know.
I love you. I love you.
They talked about getting married.
What is happening?
Ugh. They're just trying to win.
So what did you guys hear yesterday about us?
We've heard everything.
Have you, Jess, though? Have you heard everything?
They made it seem like you guys were kind of best friends.
Some of them were. I thought Dominique was respectful and Britton. Zan was pretty normal. She was
Yeah.
talking to people, but she wasn't getting weird.
Actually, when I came home last night, he was in the bed, completely disheveled, in shambles.
Is she gonna tell her?
Yes. Okay, so what is your opinion?
My heart's beating.
Gravel on the ground, so Harry was like, I'm putting my shoes on, let me carry you to the bathroom. And then he just kissed me.
And then he kissed her. She's
Oh! This is how you set your partner up for absolute failure and embarrassment, by not telling her in advance.
Yeah.
He did this.
Yeah.
And he knew at least that the rumor was going to come back.
Yeah.
Do you feel like this was the most respectful setting to share that?
And now
it's Melinda's fault?
That's ridiculous.
No.
Jess, honestly.
Jess is right.
No, she asked for the truth and Melinda gave it.
We have both sides of the story, please.
What does she think that this is ridiculous? Who do you trust here? Oh man, I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh, I've got thoughts.
What are your thoughts?
That was intense. It's weird because we heard about the Melinda thing. I think like a lot of people did, but I still knew I was going to feel things with it coming out. I mean, Harry's a piece of shit. Jess immediately attacking Melinda there
Not okay.
feels gross.
I will say,
Although-
it doesn't excuse it, but I
Yeah.
think when emotions are running
Yeah.
high, I think that it just, the rage,
I
was
hear
like
you.
flowing through her. And, I mean, Melinda's aware of the fact that Jess and Harry are in like a,
Yeah.
whatever they're in, committed relationship type thing.
They're
but
in a
I
perfect
don't,
match.
I still don't think Jess attacking her was the right
I don't think it's the right move. I think she felt completely blindsided.
Yeah.
And then she lashed out at the nearest thing she could, which is Melinda.
Yeah.
But I feel like we'll see in the next episode, I'm really uncomfortable if she makes Melinda the target.
I almost feel like she will, because I feel like this is what happens when you have lying men
Yeah.
that then do what Harry's doing, which is be manipulative and try and point fingers everywhere else.
Yeah.
Inevitably, with those men come women that are willing to support them no matter what the cost, and they also attack then whoever is around in an effort to protect the man.
Because they have to. It's that or you break up. You save
Right.
face or you break up. You
Yeah.
save face by putting down
Right.
the other women or whatever in the
Yeah.
situation. And that's
Which
Melinda
is
in this
pretty
situation.
garbage, because it is not, of the two of them, Harry is the one that had the bulk of the responsibility in
Absolutely.
that situation, not to be kissing Melinda.
There's no reason he had to carry her over the gravel. It's an
No.
excuse.
Yeah.
Whichever person brought up that idea, Harry should have been like, I'll get you your shoes at best.
I bet you that's why there was no camera, because I bet what happened is Harry carried her to the bathroom where they have no cameras, and then like right outside the bathroom is where he kissed her. I bet you anything that's what happened. And
That's a
he
good
would
point.
know
That's a good
that
point.
around
They don't
the
film in the bathroom.
They're not filming. Right.
Oh,
I bet you. Bet you.
So then I'm assuming on the internet they're just saying, you did, no I didn't, you did, no I didn't, or has Harry admitted it? Do we know?
No, all I saw, I mean, I don't know, because I'm not following, because we're trying to watch this without getting spoiled, which is increasingly difficult, but I haven't been following everyone, but I saw Melinda basically say that we would see that Harry was awful, and then I saw someone else being like, I think he kissed Melinda. So that's like what I saw. I didn't know like the context around it, or if that was even what happened, because it was like a speculation.
I mean, whew, I'm sweaty. I'm sweaty. That one was that ending was intense. I actually haven't felt like this the entire season.
I think she would have gone on the attack with whoever cheated with Harry.
Yeah.
And I feel like
at this
that's
point it's
probably
cheating, too.
what happened. Yeah, I mean, they're saying they love each other.
Yeah.
They're in a committed relationship and they're talking about getting married. As ludicrous as all of that is, it is still the state of their relationship.
It can be ludicrous, but they've agreed to that.
Still cheating.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it's absolutely cheating. So
yeah. And then he's trying to get away with, he's trying to say he didn't kiss Melinda because that is clearly cheating, whereas carrying her around, much like you and I were saying, is not clearly cheating.
Where's the line?
Yeah.
I didn't think that would come back so heavily. Yeah.
It's still wrong, and he knows it's still wrong. He still knows she'd be upset, but it's not like a break-upable offense.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Versus kissing is.
Oh, I carried her because she didn't have her shoes.
I'm like a strong little koala.
Yeah, that's a tight grip on his leg.
That's what we were like, what do you do? What situation
Right.
is it acceptable to help somebody
Yeah.
in that situation? He thought, carry her to the bathroom.
See, this is why you cannot give people like that an inch, because they will take a mile. And it sucks because if you are a sensitive or empathetic person, you get taken in by these assholes all the time. And then you don't want to be callous and cold to the rest of the world, because it legitimately, I think, is a good quality to be able to forgive people and be sensitive and understand other people's situation. Right, but then you get freaking taken advantage of because people like Harry Jousey exist.
Yeah.
Messed up.
Well, I mean, she should have known not to pick him. Now, I'm not justifying what happened to her, but she should never be anywhere near him. It's career decisions in my book.
I have a controversial
Strategy.
thing to say,
What?
too. My controversial thing
incoming.
is that I think Jess is one of those people that thinks that she's so beautiful that no one would cheat on her.
We already saw her vanity come out in
Love is Blind.
She thought that she was a lot better than what's her face.
I think she thinks she is so beautiful she could change someone.
Yep. Just by her presence.
Existing.
Yeah.
Right? Because she's so much better than everyone else.
You
even
kiss
see
the hand.
You see how she acts towards him too when she's
Yeah.
like, you won't be treating me this way.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm so much better than these
Yes.
other people. I'm so much more grown that there's no way that you can treat me this way, even though you've treated scores of other women this way.
She has a
Won't be
massive
me.
sense of superiority. And that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying I think I see with her talking to Melinda. I think there's a sense of superiority.
Yeah.
She tightens up. She looks kind of down at you. Like
she carries that with almost
Yeah.
everyone in the house
Yeah.
she talks to, though.
Even
There's
when
a
it's
reason
positive.
why like she doesn't appear to be as close to the other girls as
Yeah.
everyone else is, and
'Cause
it's
she's better
because
than
she's
them.
constantly like that.
And how did Harry fluff her? By saying she was better than the other girls.
Yeah.
It plays perfectly in.
And then she has to continue supporting him because in her narrative, it doesn't make any sense that he would cheat on her unless
better.
she's not as better than everyone else as she thought she was.
And she couldn't handle that.
It's like an ego.
Yeah.
Like there's an ego
There's a
thing
lot
there.
of psychology happening right here that we're not qualified to talk about.
No, 0% qualified.
If you are, or if you're not, you could let us know in the comments below
Yeah.
what you think is going on here. Because I think there's a lot you could dig into with people's like brain shit right now and just what we saw.
Well, and there's all this stuff with Kaz too.
Yeah, we didn't
And,
even
like,
talking about that.
How you feel about that? I think easily Kaz could be having kind of like a villain arc for people.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily feel that way.
It's just not for me. It's like, where are you focusing?
Yeah.
Like, Kaz has got some problems. He's a little problematic. He's not the best guy there.
But he's not telling Micah he loves her.
He's not Harry. He's not,
Right.
you know, he's not Brighton. He's not...
He's lying to her face. He straight up told her.
Yeah.
Like, although he is throwing it back in her face though.
Yeah. His is more unhealthy
Yeah.
and less, like, toxic, sadistic, manipulative.
Yeah, Harry's almost feels sadistic, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
he's got so much and he's not going to work it out.
Who is
he's not
dating
currently.
this man? Why do people continue to do this?
Some
I don't
people will
understand.
date somebody just because they're hot. They don't even care. They're like, whatever.
Yeah, but I feel like
You
he
see
ends
Jess,
up...
though. Jess is the I can change him.
Yeah, and I guess that's what he keeps getting is the I can change him, which, like, honestly, if someone doesn't want to change, they're not going to change. I'm not going to do it for you.
Can you change him?
Oh my God, don't try. Okay? Don't try.
If you have that feeling in you, I don't know. Just look out for yourself.
Be careful.
Be careful.
Okay? Be careful.
There's a lot of Harrys out there.
Oh my gosh, it's scary. It's a scary world.
We need to go watch episode 9 though. I'm
my
pumped
gosh.
and I'm sweaty. We're gonna watch it right. We'll do a wardrobe change, but we're gonna watch it right after this.
You can't just out in all of our secrets now.
It's not a secret. We already told them we're filming it back to back, but you have to feel like it's a new day, right? Otherwise, we're just sweaty in our same old garb. So, like the video if you've got this far. You probably liked it, and leave us a comment about what you thought about this episode. I do want to dig into this. I'd love to hear people's thoughts and kind of comment back and forth down below. Also, I love how much other people talk with each other about their theories, and then subscribe if you haven't yet.
Yes, all of those things. Also, if you didn't like the video, the dislike button is an option.
There you go. That exists. We'll see you for episode 9 tomorrow.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Then I got it knocked, and I started going,
Ridiculous.
Oh, that was a tearjerker.
Hey, we're gonna go on a cruise this summer. You should come with us.